It's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
From the 10.
One guarantee I can absolutely make is that all week in preparation, the coach kept telling his team, we're on the road, don't do anything to bring the crowd into it, and that's exactly what they just did. A bad return, and now the home team crowd, they are fired up.
Going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going forward there was the right call.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Rolling to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Herbert on 1st down now. Olave holds it in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Again, Herbert. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. Herbert operating from the red zone.
Complete to Olave on the out route. And the Vikings are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Pollard.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Again, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Tony Pollard with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Vikings 7, Lions 0.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Hey, check that, street.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Vikings 7, Lions 0.
got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Swift.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they will be a while. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick 6 ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had open field, there was no way he was going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
Taken from about the 12.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Herbert. With the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try to find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Swift going to try up the middle.
Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He's already put it on the ground once in this 1st half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, the big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up a throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Herbert's throw caught by Olave. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Herbert throwing again.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. but really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good.
He's got a man, complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Right back to Pitts again. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Herbert now.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
First down, and they go with Swift again. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's airing it out for Williams.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Right there, hurt.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator. When we clip out the box score, nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
Chase Young
in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Got an open man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught, and in for the Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams,
29 yards, and the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And my goodness, another interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it up.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. On second down, here's Herbert.
Slant pass complete to Olave.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played three quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And now here's another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On second down, it's Pollard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
It's what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
113 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Back to throw now on first down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Luke.
Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Olave over the middle. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
A gain of 7. And the Vikings first down.
Out of the gun, Herbert.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Again, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Olave holds it in. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Lions are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last for
a long time.
No doubt.
On 2nd down, Swift.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
135 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He completes it to Olave.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
First down, Vikings.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu.
He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and that will write a finish to this ball game.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Detroit,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.